who will win a race first at their new team? Malukas with Penske or Power with Andretti?
Yeah, just quickly on Malukas, you forget, don't you, that 18 months ago, his IndyCar career was on the ropes after being released by McLaren with the wrist injury and all of the things that went along with that. And I remember him talking about being at the 500 and not racing. And I think he was up in the corporate suites in turn 2 during the race, doing some bits and pieces. So, he was really, teetering on the edge. And now he's at Team Penske. So what a turnaround for him. To our point from before, I think Malukas will win before Power does. I hope for Will, this isn't going to turn out like Romain Grosjean signing for Andretti a couple of years ago, because the hype train was high on Romain going there in the DHL car as it was, taking over from RHR, and apart from going well and crashing with Scotty Mack at St. Pete in the opening race, after that it kind of fell apart, didn't it? So Power will be strong. We know that. He's one of the best ever in the IndyCar Championship. But as to our point before, it would be great for Malukas if he can come out and win early next year, be it Phoenix or Gateway, in that sort of first half of the season on the oval. I don't know. I know Andretti, very separate from the Cadillac F1 thing that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks on this show. I just think that might still be an outside distraction for that group. We will get to see. But of the two, I would say Malukas would win before Power does next year.
To me, I think it's honestly a toss-up. And as Joe said, Will Power is obviously going to be fired up. He's going to want to go out there and prove Team Penske wrong that you gave up on me too soon. Yeah, I'm in my mid-40s, but I'm still, one of the best drivers out there when on a good day when everything in the program is working properly and you're showing all that speed. But I think if you look at the season opener at St. Pete, I would not be surprised if Will Power, given his history in qualifying, goes out there, sits it on pole, and ends up winning the race from pole. I think if Will Power doesn't win the season opener at St. Pete, which I still think he's capable of doing, I think that, just the following week, I think David Malukas can go out there and win at Phoenix, given his strong history on the short oval tracks. Yeah, but I think it's really going to be a toss-up between the two. I definitely hope we see Malukas succeed with Penske and Power succeed with Andretti. And yeah, Matt, it'll be interesting to see if the Cadillac F1 project is going to be a distraction, to its IndyCar program and some of the other programs under the TWG Motorsports banner. Dan Towers, he's becoming, quite the big megastar in motorsports with all the different racing programs he owns all around the world. And speaking of that, I'll talk a little bit about this later in my section, guys. But I think Will Power might be in an even better position than we thought at Andretti Global next year, because in my section I'm going to talk about later on in the show, they recently added Will Power's former strategist at Team Penske, Ron Brzezinski, who's going to be the team principal at Andretti. Someone who knows Will Power well, who's had a lot of success with Will Power and Team Penske over the years. So I'm sure, with Ron leading the IndyCar program, he's going to make sure that Will Power is in the best possible position to succeed. So I see that as a big win for Will Power.
I 100% agree with you on this one. It's going to be quite an interesting 2026 season, isn't it? Coming in when we get started at the end of February, beginning of March. Staying with IndyCar as well as David Malukas will win at Phoenix. Book it. Yeah, let's mark the date and time. 22:54 UK time. When we've said
we've
that as
been
well.
doing a lot of that on this show the last couple of weeks.
That's 3 now as well. I feel like Han Solo.